There we go. Good evening, everyone. Happy December! Whee! It's time for more December, which means time for more Maddog Williams. This very strange and very charming game. Let's go. I mean, I guess I gotta stick with... yeah, because it doesn't let me, like, restore when I just start the game. Oh, actually, let me remind myself, opening up the README. The README is good to have on hand. Blah, 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 blah. Because I can't skip this, apparently. Oh! Oh, also, I forgot to, pull out my chat. That's important. And also test my chat. There we go. One moment. Okay, there we go. Right. What I was gonna say was, I poked around on the GameCrafters website, and let's see, yeah, so they do have the map on their website. So technically I do have the answers to these questions if I look on the map, I think. Just out of curiosity. Oh, I missed what he said. Well, whatever, doesn't matter. That is correct. The village ruins are north, south, east, or west of the dragon's lair. Let's see. Okay, the dragon's lair is way at the south end of the map, and the village ruins are to the northwest. I wonder if I can... You know what? Let's see. Real quick, I'm going to save this map, and I'm going to make a source for it so that you guys can see it too. I should have done that before, but I didn't think of it until just now. Hang tight. Maddog map. There it is. Okay, village ruins. So let's see. I don't know how well you can really see this, but let's scoot it down a little bit so it's not. Oops. There we go. There. So yeah, you can see that if you look way down at the bottom here. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me open the map on my own thing. Okay. All right. Oh my God, go away. You're right, yeah. If you look way down at the bottom, it says Dragon's Lair at the bottom, and then there's village ruins up in the mountains to the to the northwest, and at the edge of that like forest strip. So okay. I'm gonna answer west. It says incorrect. Okay, so he probably wants north. Actually, yeah, obviously it would be north. Anyway, it doesn't matter because the copy protection has been disabled, so it doesn't matter what I say. I just want to do that for fun, just to see if I could actually get the right answers. Anyway, what we want to do is restore to where we were last time. And I made a save file so I can remember which one's which. Okay. So we were... Hello, Conga Line Monkey. Welcome. We were having some trouble figuring out what to do. Or I was having some trouble figuring out what to do. So I took the liberty of looking up a hint. And, oh, oops, wait a minute. I accidentally closed the website I was looking at. The Gamecrafters website, it doesn't have like a walkthrough, but I did find a walkthrough, which I believe was actually written by one of the game devs of this game. So I poked around at that. I was really hoping this game had a UHS hints entry, but it doesn't. That's how obscure it is. So I looked up a hint for what to do, and so I know what to do. I think. The other thing I found on their website is there's a novella that basically offers like a little bit of a backstory. Thank you for the bits, 32-bit kid. Welcome, welcome. So the novella gives a little bit of backstory of this game. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it talks about Maddog's father, whose name was Sir Walter Williams of Marinor. You may recall that while I was poking around in this game, there was mention of Maddog's father and like how he would come back with treasures from across the sea or whatever. So this talks about that. Yes, Maddog deep lore, exactly. So it talks about a little bit about his father, and it also mentions Maddog's real name, which is Michael. His birth name is Michael, but apparently he acquired the nickname of Maddog by... Okay, let me read this part, actually. Okay. Michael Williams grew up a bright and inventive boy, always tinkering and inventing new things. As Michael grew into adulthood, he found he had a passion for history and began to collect objects from times gone by. Some days, Michael would sit on the rocks by the beach and watch for his father's return. He was always anxious to hear the stories his father would tell. Michael would listen with interest and longing to all of his father's adventures. When he would ask if he could accompany his father, the answer was always, "When you are a man, then you may come." One day, while his father was away, young Michael ventured into the local tavern. Pulling up a chair, he sat down amongst his father's friends. "Begone, you young pup, this is a place for men," one grizzled old sailor said. "Today is my 18th birthday, so today I am a man," Michael replied. "Bah!" the sailor said. "You aren't a man until you can outdrink me. Barkeep, bring us 2 tankards of your foulest ale." Soon 2 foaming mugs of ale were placed before them. "If you can finish that ale before me, then you can call yourself a man." The old sailor grabbed his mug. Lifting it to his lips, he began to gulp down the ale. Michael, accepting the challenge, raised his mug, threw back his head, and poured the ale down his throat as fast as lightning, and slammed his empty mug on the table. The old sailor choked, spewing ale all down Michael's front. Looking at the ale dripping from Michael's face, the old sailor exclaimed, "With all that foam on your face, young man, you look like a mad dog!" The pub erupted in laughter. Wiping his face, Michael stood with pride and walked out of the pub, the men still laughing behind him. Henceforth, Michael Williams was known as Mad Dog Williams. He has borne that name since. That's the story of how he became Mad Dog Williams. There's more, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. So yeah, that is how Mad Dog got his name. It is not as violent as I was expecting, because of course my brain goes to Mad Dog Majima, but it's much more wholesome than that. Anyway, hello, Mr. Gel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the forest, and I'm going to try to find my way back to the place where we were before, because the thing I have not done that I looked up a hint on how to do is stop the ritual that's going on in that cave. It's way simpler than I thought it was. It's one of those, like, I would never think to do this because I'm so used to adventure games that, like, you know, have very specific ways to do a thing, and if you don't do that exact thing, it doesn't let you do it. Here we go. But this is just like a real. Yeah. Well, you'll see. You'll see when I get there. It's like the opposite of moon logic. Oh, someone just followed me and I missed their name. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so we're going to go back to the cave. And I wouldn't even consider this me overthinking things, which I do a lot. It's just like kind of a disconnect between how I approach adventure games and how this adventure game expects to be approached, I think. Alright, so once again, remind myself that save is F4, not F5. We're going to say cave again. Okay. Maddog looks down at the girl, his soul filled with dread. Several men in robes surround her, preparing to sacrifice the beautiful maiden to their evil god. Wait. Okay. Well, the thing I was reading just basically just said, say stop. Stop men? Talk to whom? I'm gonna pull up the walkthrough again. Is this thing lying to me? It says say stop. I think this walkthrough is lying to me. Okay, well. Well, that wasn't the right thing to do, apparently. I don't know what this game wants me to do. If it isn't say stop, then what else is it? Oops. Let me see if I can find another walkthrough. Maybe I have to be standing in the right place? I thought I had an actual solution, but apparently this isn't the actual solution. Oh, good question. I don't think there is, but I will try that. Let me see what this one says. Hang on. Oh, what? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait. There's somewhere else I have to go, I think. Okay, I think I'm actually standing in the wrong place. Okay. One moment. First let's try this. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Okay. Okay. Is there another... Apparently there's like a way that I can go... Like there's like another place I can go? Travel east and south and enter the hole in the tree? Okay, wait. Wait. Okay, so here's the wagon. This thing says, go to the wagon near the tree, get rope. I did that. Travel east, then south, and enter the hole in the tree. There's no hole in the tree. This isn't a tree. You have to save the girl. If you look carefully, there's an entrance to a passage. If you walk immediately up and to the left... Like, here? Oh. Okay. Okay. You know, alright. I'm not mad about that because I would never have found that. Okay. This makes way more sense. The chanting becomes soft for a moment as one of the men in robes begins to talk. "O great god, Malthazar, give us thine approval of this great sacrifice," he says. The men continue on with the horrible ceremony and the eerie chanting. Okay, let's save again. I am Oz, the great and powerful. The light of the fire reflects off the inside of the stone image of the evil god Malthazar. The eyes and mouth of the stone image show parts of the large cavern outside. The walls look as though they were carved from the solid stone of the cavern. There's an opening to the left and a large fire burns brightly in the carved mouth. For some unknown reason that just baffles the mind, Maddog walks into the burning fire and bursts into flames. I'm so glad the game let me do that. The fire that burns endlessly in the mouth of the stone image lights the sides of the small cave with an eerie glow. The furthermost part of the outer cave is visible through the mouth of the stone image. Okay. Stop! The chanting of the robed men outside is silenced. The worshippers look up in horror at the face of stone. Shocked and terrified by the talking of their stone god, the robed figures scatter in all directions to flee its wrath. Excellent. I mean, I would probably do the same thing. You gotta try. You gotta see what the game will let you get away with. Hey, this is your Lord God Malbrecht or whatever. Let this lady go and bring me back, like, a sixer of Miller or something. Thanks, guys. Ooh, she's beautiful. The maiden looks up at Maddog strangely and says, "It would help if you untied me first." As Maddog begins to untie the struggling maiden, he suddenly becomes aware of her nobility and grace. How does he become aware of that exactly? Maddog pulls the rope free from her strong and slender body. She sits up with a sigh of relief and begins to speak. Oh, we get a little portrait. "I am indebted to you for saving my life. You can be assured that your bravery will be rewarded. I am Princess Leoria, and my father is King Thalor, ruler of Marinor. You are surely a brave man, and I have need of your assistance. For you see, my father has been taken captive and is being held in the dungeons of the castle of Duridian. Life as we know it is on the brink of destruction." Oh, crap. She lowers her voice and continues, "For you see, the Dark Lord, the evil King Serac, is the one who holds my father prisoner. It was he who ordered my death in this cave by the priests of his evil god, Malthazar. You have saved my life," she says as she looks at Maddog with tear-filled eyes. "I will always be indebted to you." Maddog feels his knees begin to buckle. She is so beautiful, Maddog thinks to himself. Her pretty girl. Never have I seen such beauty. What a day this is turning out to be. The princess continues, saying, "You can save my father's life and the life of our lands by finding Serac and putting an end to his evil reign. Will you help us?" Maddog takes a few moments to think and begins to smile and says, "You know, you have the most beautiful eyes." Yes or no, Maddog? Get your head out, get your brain out of your pants. Right? The princess slugs Maddog in the chest. "You barbarian," she cries. "I'm trying to be serious. The future of our world is at stake. We need your help." "I will help you," says Maddog. "I love these lands and know of the evil that Serac can bring. It's a dangerous thing that I ask, but only a person with courage such as yours can save my father," she says. "I give this golden amulet to you for your bravery. Use it as a guide, key, and symbol to help you along your way." I'm sorry, I don't understand. Could you please rephrase that? Oh, Maddog notices nothing except for the princess holding out the amulet, waiting for him to accept it. Oh, thank you. Maddog accepts the amulet, and with a pleasant smile, the princess places it around his neck. Before getting to her feet, she remarks, "There is one who can help you on your journey through the Forbidden Mountains between Marinor and Duridian. He lives in the forest across the river." "I must be going now," the princess says as she bids farewell to Maddog. "I must return to Sidra, my home, to secure the castle against the impending attack, if you should fail." Well, that's good. She's doing something. As she stands, Maddog's eyes meet with hers, and they both know they will meet again. She walks across the cavern floor and leaves the evil place that was to be her doom. "Bye, princess." The large blood-stained altar is ornately carved from solid stone. The sides are painted, showing demons and men locked in everlasting battle. Cool. The rope is lying on the ground next to the altar. More rope. As Maddog reaches down and picks up the rope, he remarks, "I wonder if this could be of any use." Yeah, Sidra's a cool name. Full name, Sidra by the Sea. We were introduced to it in the opening sequence. Okay, so yeah, like I see these little holes in the wall here. They're only on this side of the room, which I guess is kind of an indication. And then you can kind of see that like the little passageway there. But like when you come in, you're standing right in front of it. It's like it's impossible to see just when you first come into the room. If you know what to look for, it's there, but yep. This room could have been designed a little better, I think. Yes, exactly. Visual language of the game. It definitely could have been made more obvious. I hope she's married and gay. Agreed. Okay. Great. So we have the amulet. The round golden amulet is fastened to a leather strap and has a raised image of a unicorn on one side. So that's probably what the gnome wants to see. So let's go visit him, because that's the only other place I have not. I have unfinished business, and then he does live in the forest, so he must be the guy the princess was talking about. Oops. Hold on. Save game. Oh, no, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Yep. That is why I saved, because I totally anticipated that happening. There. Okay. Now we wander through the forest again. Let me also... Oh! Oh, this is new. Okay. I thought I was gonna get to the clearing. Was not expecting this. Ruins of an ancient village stand against the steep cliffs of the Forbidden Mountains. Maddog's heart is filled with sadness as he looks at the battle-scarred walls and remembers the stories of the great battle fought by King Thalor against the armies of the evil Serac. Ruins of an ancient village stand against the steep cliffs of the Forbidden... Oh, we already read that. The frames of the old buildings are crumbled with falling walls and broken doors. An old abandoned well sits in the center of the now ruined village. A badly beaten pail rests next to the well. Always get buckets. Maddog reaches down and picks up the bucket. The pail appears to have seen many days of abuse. After close examination of the old crank, Maddog says, "My best guess would be that this wooden crank is in fact a wooden crank, and that the people who lived here possibly used it to lower that bucket down into the well to draw water. But it looks like it's broken. But of course that's purely a guess." Can I, Nope. Let's see. This totally looks like the kind of place where I'd like, you know, in King's Quest IV, where you're on the deserted island and you have to like look for something that you literally cannot see. This looks like a place that I'd have to do something like that. Dry dirt and grass cover the ground of the once great village center. Maddog can also see evidence of pathways leading to and from the many buildings. Fuse box. The ruins have been emptied, plundered, and robbed over the years. Okay, so there's probably nothing here, but I gotta look. Hmm. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Maddog climbs down into the well with caution, wondering what great adventure lies below. Oh, cool. I didn't think there was a ladder. I assumed I'd have to use a rope or something. At the bottom of the ladder, Maddog stands on a small platform fastened to the side of the wall. There's a door leading to the side of the wall. A door sits in the side of the well and has no handle. There's a round indentation next to the door. The well disappears into darkness below the small platform. The iron ladder leads up to the surface. Okay. Pushing then pulling hard on the ladder, Maddog says, it seems to be tightly latched. Oh, the round indentation next to the door has an image of a unicorn embedded in the center of it. Maddog puts the amulet into the hole. The amulet swivels to the left and the large door swings open, revealing a large cavern inside. Oh. Dim light illuminates the dark and damp cavern. Two passages lead into the darkness in opposite directions, and another leads the way back to the well of the ruined village. A small parchment is fastened to a hook on one of the cavern walls. Oops. There's a small piece of parchment attached to the wall with a hook. Written in blood are the words, "Go back now before it's too late." A large metal hook embedded in the wall has a parchment attached to it. Maddog looks at the metal hook on the wall, then says, I think it was put here for a reason. Let's leave it. Okay. A small torch hanging on the cavern wall illuminates the room with an eerie glow. The torch is here to give light to the cavern. Let's leave it so others who come this way can also see. Oh. Well. Fuse box, yeah. Large rock formations hang from the ceiling of the narrow cave passageway. Where's my fire berries? Oh. In the dim light of the torch, a large patch of discolored dirt or sand can be seen on the floor of the cave. There's a large sandy area covering most of the cave floor. What, do I look like a gopher? Something's definitely going to lunge out of that sand and eat my face. Oh, yes. A large tentacle grabs Maddog, throwing him violently from side to side. Ah! Oh, wait. Right. Fight mode. Oh. Alright. Burp. That was a Space Quest-ass death. Oh no, is he okay? I'm sure he's fine. Hello, Living Runs. Okay. So I feel like I need something for that. I probably need to have like a... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I have an idea. Hold on. I have an idea. What is my... Oh, F7 is inventory. Hairy Scary Monster Repellent. Okay, not gonna wear this until I really need to. Well, let's keep that on tap. Nope, still doesn't want to. Fine. I'm not gonna wear this unless I really need to. Really? Okay. Throw repellent at monster. No? One of the large tentacles extending from the creature below the sand seems to have a tight grip around Maddog's waist, flinging him from side to side. The others are waving around aimlessly. Cut tentacle? Ah! Well, I'm et. Okay. Alright, well, I guess the monster repellent doesn't do it. Unless there's a way to use it that I'm unaware of. Alright, well, let's go somewhere else. Oh yeah, I picked the, what was it? The Sound Blaster option? I think it was option number 1. I picked it and it worked. Water crashes down the side of the large cavern, then plummets into the blackness of the huge bottomless pit. A narrow rock bridge spans the large chasm, providing the only visible means of crossing the hole. A large waterfall flows out of the cavern wall and plummets into the darkness of the depths below. I can't see the bottom, but if I fell, I'm sure I would. Well, obviously we have to fall off. Whee! Losing his footing, Maddog stumbles and plummets over the edge into the depths below. Well, that was fun. Oh. As Maddog steps onto the center of the bridge, the ground beneath him begins to shake. Oh, crap. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, now I can't do anything about it once that happens. Alright, well, good to know. A narrow stone bridge stretches across the deep chasm. Okay, well, I am not sure if I can do anything in this cavern at the moment, because I don't seem to have... I feel like I'm missing something. Maddog reaches out and pulls on the ladder, closing the door that leads to the caves. Let's see if I can talk to that gnome. Maybe he'll have some ideas. If I can find him again. Yeah, I thought that if I just went straight north, I'd hit the clearing. But instead, it takes me to the ruins. Nope. Now I just go to the ruins. How do I get to the clearing then? Maybe, Actually, oh, no, I have an idea, actually. Hold on. I think I know how to get there. Because I think there's actually 2 places where I can enter the forest. think. Unless I'm misremembering. Yeah. Because the other one's here. I think this is the way to get to yeah, this is the way to get to the clearing. I hope. Here we go. Okay. Excellent. And then the door should be up here? Or no. Or was it this way? Here we go. Okay. Right. The gnome looks at Maddog and says, "You must be a very wise man to find your way into my domain. The stars have told me to prepare for a special guest, one who wears a symbol of bravery. I have important matters to tend to and no time for beggars, so be off." The gnome returns to his meditation. The old oak tree hidden among the towering cliffs seems to have a magical sense about it. There is a small door at the base of the tree. A strange-looking gnome in his fancy clothes sits by the large oak tree as if he were waiting for something. He just sits there waiting for something. Maddog takes the amulet from among his possessions and extends it toward the gnome. The gnome's eyes widen with excitement as he begins to speak. "So you are the one I have been waiting for. Quick, follow me. We don't have very much time." Large winding roots from the old oak tree above wander down the walls of the small gnomish room. A table sits against one wall and a small chest against the other. A little wood frame bed rests along the wall. The gnome stares into the flames as if he was contemplating the fate of the world. The gnome is dressed in curious clothing that is well worn. He appears friendly but preoccupied as if some important matter is troubling him. The bright candles of the large candelabra seem to burn with an eerie force. The small wood frame bed is covered with an old blanket and looks rather tattered and worn. The rough-hewn table is made of an old tree stump. A candelabra sits on the table, lighting the small room. A little wooden chest sits against the wall of the underground home. As the gnome continues to stare into the flames of the candles, he begins to speak. "The armies of the evil Serach are advancing once again. You must free King Thalor and destroy the evil Serach before darkness swallows the land. Marinor and the surrounding kingdoms are depending upon you and your wisdom to save us. I can't give you much help, but I can give you one thing that might help you along your journey." The gnome retrieves a small flask from the chest and offers it to Maddog, saying, "This flask contains the waters of changing. Use them with care and judgment." He's just waiting for you to take the flask. Get ye flask. Aw. Maddog takes the small flask of liquid while pondering upon the wise gnome's words. As Maddog takes the flask, the gnome continues his counsel. To travel around the Forbidden Mountains on your way to Duridian would take all the short time we have left. Therefore, you must take the dangerous shortcut, the Caves of Despair. In ancient times, cave trolls cut the passageway through the mountains. Now, evil Serac uses them as a passageway for his evil purposes. The entrance lies somewhere in the forest west of Marinor. Think well upon this problem. Many travelers have searched for this route, but only few have found it. The gnome pauses and lowers his voice. No one has ever come back alive. The gnome continues, You must find the one named Derek who lives in the valley beyond. He was once a guard for Serac, and he knows much about the castle of Duridian. There's only one other thing I can tell you. Beware of the bridge that no man has crossed over and lived. Go quickly now. Take care, you are our last hope. Now I must be going, the gnome says as he bids Maddog farewell. He then disappears through the wooden doorway that leads up and out of the gnomish house. Maddog is once again left to ponder upon this great task that has been thrust upon him. He doesn't respond. The smooth stone stool looks uncomfortable and hard. I prefer to stand. Adventurers never get tired. That is not true. Gnome.exe has stopped responding. Alright then. Well... The small flask is filled with the waters of changing. You can't get ye flask. I am thy dungeon man. Okay, well, maybe the waters of changing are what will help me, get past this monster. He said, beware the bridge. So I kind of feel like I'm not supposed to go that way. I feel like my way through is going to be through the monster. Maybe. That's my first assumption. I gotta say, the text parser in this game is pretty robust. It accepts a pretty wide variety of verbs, which is nice to see. Why is it taking so long to get to the ruins? Okay, that's weird. It only took like 2 screens last time. Oh, whatever. Anchorhead. I'm not familiar with that. What is that? Can I just open the door, or? Okay, no, I gotta put the amulet in. An illustrated text adventure. Ooh. I'm intrigued. Okay, well, what happens if I use the waters of changing? That would be a waste to drink it right now. Okay. It's super old, but was re-released a few years ago on Steam. Ooh. That's cool. Okay, not drinking it now. Let's save. How about if I drink it? Well, it's got me. Okay. Use rope is what I was trying to do. Well, I'm dead. Restore. What if... What if I use the waters of changing in the other room? What? I think I'll try to stay closer to solid ground if you don't mind. What does that have to do with what does that have to do with what I just said? Oh. Flask. Okay. Drink flask. No? Okay. Well, what if I do this? Nope. Okay. Huh. Okay, well. Throw a bucket at it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Can I get sand? I don't see any reason to lug a full bucket around with me right now. Oh, I have another idea. What if I just sort of scooch around the... nope, okay. Aha! Maddog throws the mushroom into the waiting mouth of the sand creature. It struggles against the effects of the mushroom, but soon drops off, fast asleep. Sweet! Yeah. I'm surprised a little mushroom had that effect on such a big creature, but hey, I'll take it. I guess so. Surprised it didn't kill me. Uh-oh. Oh, heck. As Maddog steps into the torchlit cavern, he is startled by a large troll carrying a two-edged sword. Oh, fight times! Oh god, I forgot how to fight. How do I turn around? Hold on. I don't think I can turn around. She's bonking me on the back of the head. Hold on. Is there a way to turn around while I'm in combat mode? I don't think there is. The README does not say so. Oh, wait. Oh, you swing while Maddog is moving backwards. Okay. And I gotta remember... Okay, so... How do I attack again? Okay, shift, I think. I can't... okay, well... Oh, I'm attacking it. All right, somehow. No, go away, sticky keys. Okay, I'm hitting it, so all right, even though I'm even though I'm not facing it. Well, whatever, I'll take it. That was very silly. The large troll lies in a lifeless heap upon the floor. Maddog quickly searches the body of the troll but finds nothing of value. Can I get its sword? I think we should just leave him the way he is. Okay, fine. A foul stench of trolls and dead animals fills the air of the room. Large rocks and crudely carved stones make up what seems to be the central living area for a troll. I'm feeling like I probably should have picked a higher difficulty level than easy. An ornately carved staff lies abandoned against the north wall. As Maddog takes the wooden staff in hand, he is filled with a sense of power that seems to emanate from it. Ooh. The old worn staff is inscribed with ancient runes. An aura of power emanates from it. The small torches flicker, giving off a dim light. The torches are securely fastened to the wall. You're so proud of you? Why? What'd you do? Oh, fucking I knew it. Alright. You want another mushroom? Maddog throws his last mushroom into the waiting mouth of the sand creature. Oh, nice. Hey. Excellent. That is something to be proud of. Okay, well, I guess the staff must be how I get across this, although I'm not sure how. Wave staff? Oops. Oh, right, that might hurt. Well, what happens if I just walk across it? Oh. Okay. I'll bet I'd make a great bird, but let's stay on the ground. Boing, boing. Whee! Yeah. Yeah, there's gotta be something specific I have to do, but I'm not sure what that might be. I tried the rope. Let's see. I have 2 ropes, too. Okay, here we go. Maddog takes the 2 short ropes from his possessions and ties them together. He then puts it back with the rest of his possessions. I have 2 short lengths of rope, one made of cotton and the other hemp. 2 ropes tied together. Many stalactites hang from the top of the cave. I don't have like a hook or anything. Do I? I got a bucket. I got a sword. Oops. To myself. There are probably some kind of markers for the bridge. No. Still can't get the torches. I wonder what the socks are for. Thinky face. Oh! Looking under the bridge, Maddog can see a strange series of rungs running across the bottom of the bridge. Ha ha! Ha! Okay. Maddog carefully takes a closer look at the metal rungs under the bridge. Now that's strange. I wonder what they're for. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's how you cross a bridge. Excellent. Something, something. What's that Red Hot Chili Pepper song under the bridge? Okay, what's next? A large wooden door has been built into the eastern wall of the cave. It looks as though it were built to hold someone or something. And there's a lock. An old rusted lock and chain hang on the old wooden door. Oh, I really don't see anything unusual about it. The latch and board, though, seems in much better condition than the old rusted lock. Nothing happens. Maddog replies, there's an old rusted lock and chain preventing me from opening the door. But the lock and chain are fastened to the door. That was easy. It's just an old rusty lock that looks like it's been here for a long time. Maddog pulls on the large wooden door, and with a low creak he opens it. Ah! A skeleton! A large wooden door stands open. A human skeleton is resting against the side wall, a tattered book resting in its hands. A skeleton rests against the wall of the small room. There appears to be something in its hands. A small journal-type book is clutched in the skeleton's hands. It looks like a journal. As Maddog opens the book and begins to scan through the pages, he can see that most of the writing is faded and is unreadable, except for a few pages near the end. Maddog begins to read with great interest. Serac is growing too powerful and no longer trusts me as his seer. The powers of Malthazar surge through his veins, yet I foresee that his powers will temporarily be cut off. But they shall return stronger than before, and not even I can see what will happen then. I can only say that whoever shall be sent to overcome this great evil should seek the fountain of the dews of heaven and be careful with the drool of hell. Good Lord. As Maddog flips through the rest of the pages, he can see that they have faded. He then closes the book and puts it away. The dews of heaven and the drool of hell. I'm going to write that down. Oops. Heaven. I can spell. Drool of hell. Heaven rules, hell drools. Except that's not true at all. Maddog walks to the door and pushes it closed. Oh, and then I also bolted again. You know, in case that skeleton decides to get up and go for a walk. What have we here? Cascading waterfalls can be seen through a large hole in the side of the cavern wall. Okay. I'm of course going to walk over that ledge if I can. Whee! For some reason that just baffles the mind, Maddog walks off the edge of the cliff and plummets into the water below. Because I can is why. Okie dokie. $9.2. Swan dive. Maddog looks at the two exits in the large open cavern and wonders about which one to take. Is it a crack in the wall? The ancient cavern walls are wet and damp. Wet and damp. A small torch is securely fastened to the wall of the cavern, illuminating the dark caves. In the dim flickering light of the torches, doors and passages can be seen leading into the unknown. Let's try this way first. Ooh. Is that a snake? It's a snake with its head cut off. Oh, it's a sculpture. Okay. A large broken sculpture of what appears to be a snake rests on a pedestal in the middle of the room. Off to the side lies what appears to be a large fragment of the sculpted image. The statue is built on a stone pedestal. It looks like it could weigh a ton. The broken sculptured statue rests upon a stone pedestal. It appears to be a snake of some sort. Does this go anywhere? That looks like it might go somewhere. No? Oh, you know what? That looks like... You know what I bet that is? I bet that's like a secret door. I bet a door is going to open like right here. Or possibly here. You want the snake to come to life and bite me? The stone object appears to be a severed piece of the stone image on the pedestal. Maddog closely examines the stone object which he retrieved and realizes that it closely resembles the head of a cobra. Maddog places the head on the broken statue. Yep. He gasps in horror and amazement as the stone image begins to change into a real live snake. Ah! The snake, after coming to life, quickly devours Maddog as though it hadn't eaten in ages. The snake, after devouring our adventurer, slowly changes back to stone. Under the unusual circumstances which have recently evolved, it appears as though Maddog has definitely met his untimely doom. I have to admit I was not expecting it to eat me. I assumed it was just going to bite me. Breakfast. Also the obligatory Okay, well that was fun. Let's see what's the other way. Okay. The ancient cavern walls are wet and damp. A small torch is securely fastened to the wall to illuminate the dark cave. An iron gate has been lowered down, closing off the northern exit. Maddog can see another gate poised and ready to drop over the other exit. There's also a lever protruding out of the north wall. Well, the obvious thing to do would be to pull the lever, which is probably going to open one gate and close the other, or possibly just trap me in here forever. It looks like an old stick. Obviously it is used as a lever or something. Or break. As Maddog pulls the wooden lever down, he looks over to see the closed gate slide open and the main gate slide closed. It's kind of useless now. I guess it was a bit older and more brittle than I thought it was. Seeing as how it broke, I don't think it would do a lot of good. Okay. A warm wind blows up the sides of the rough stone stairs from the fiery depths of the cavern. Okay, well I'm going to keep that fork in the cave save, because I'm sure there's something I'm going to have to do with that snake. Yay! Maddog stumbles off the edge of the cliff and falls into the bottomless pit below. Well, maybe it isn't bottomless. Splat. Oh, yes! The cat room is the best room. Oh. Oh god, yeah. Ah! Evil washes over Maddog as he looks at the ominous carved image that stands against the northern wall of this large cavern. A huge fire burns in the mouth of the image, and two fountains of clear liquid stand on either side of it. Maddog looks at the fierce fire that burns with an intensity that would sear the flesh from off the bones. Well, we saw what happened when I walked into that other fire. Probably the same thing is going to happen if I walk into this one. But, you know what? I have to find out. Okay, we get a different message, so yeah. Maddog fearlessly steps forward into the flames, only to find that he was not as invincible as he had thought he was. Flames envelop him as he is reduced to no more than a pile of ashes. Lovely. Okay. The rock fountain set back into the back wall of the chamber and contained a clear liquid. You able to drink what? The liquid is clear and inviting. Maddog gently cups the liquid in his hands as he lifts it to his mouth. The cool liquid leaves much to be desired, but soothes Maddog's dry throat. Yeah, me too. A burning pain fills Maddog's body as he staggers, clasping at his throat. Maddog stumbles to the ground, losing all consciousness in the lifeless heap. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Ah, death-giving water, drool of... Oh, okay, drool of the devils. Okay, well, good. What if I... Yes. What about a bucket? Maddog dips the bucket into the cool fountain and fills it. Maddog quickly empties the bucket of liquid into the flaming mouth. Foom! That was awesome. The flame bursts forth from the stone image, engulfing Maddog in a ball of flame. Within seconds, Maddog has become no more than a pile of ashes. Fantastic. Okay. The flames dissipate into nothingness, leaving the mouth of the image black and charred. Okay, but what about that snake, though? I feel like... Actually, let's see. Can I still have this liquid? Yes, I can. Oh gosh, okay. Now we have a maze. Torchlight reflects off the walls of the maze-like cavern. You know what? Well, yeah, screw it. Let's poke around in the maze and see what happens. Follow rat. Unfortunately, I don't see any rats. I do want to know what I'm supposed to do with that snake, though, if I am supposed to do something with that snake. I feel like it's got to be there for a reason. Yeah, where's my vaporizer? Which I have to stand in exactly the right spot, or else I'll look suspicious. Following the left wall. Like you do in a maze. Like a good little maze runner. Ah, and unless I'm very much mistaken, there we go. Just out of curiosity, though, what's down here? Nothing. That's what I thought. Whoa. Fresh air blows across his face as Maddog looks out across the large valley. A very large cyclops is guarding the exit of the caves. Hi! A large cyclops stands guard over the exit of the caves. Legends say that this cyclops was once a man who served as a castle guard in King Sarak's army. Cool. The man fell asleep at his post, and for punishment, the evil Sarak turned the man into this horrible creature and sentenced him here to guard the Caves of Despair for as long as he lives. Awesome. Okay, but I want to go back to the snake room because I feel like there's probably something I'm missing there. Okay, and then restore to Forkin Cave. So, Snick. So I do get points for getting the stone. What if I, let's see. Actually, hold on. I do want to practice. Oh, cool. eh, 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 eh. That's interesting. This puts me on a black screen. What if I were to put the snake head on the snake and then go into combat mode? Nope. Nothing happened. Okay, it doesn't let me do that. What if... Maybe I just take it and leave. I'll give it a try. Oh. Maddog regains his composure after a failing attempt to push the heavy pedestal. Huh. What if I were to use the monster repellent? No? Are you joking? That thing is heavy. Hmm. There's got to be something I have to do here. I'm just trying to tie the rope to everything. Hmm. What should I put and where should I put it? Anybody got any other thoughts for things to try with this statue? No way, it could give me a hernia. I think it's a bit heavy, wouldn't you think so? Lick it. Oh. I mean, silly is still in the cards. A silly thing could be exactly the key to our success. I mean, I just tried licking it for God's sake. If I had a flute. Look at your inventory one more time. Okay. Hmm. I tried the flask, yeah. Uh, I was close to what you were thinking. Yeah, like snakes go in baskets, right? That's weird. I don't get a response to that. Tie rope to it? Nope. Place head in bucket. Put sock on head. Nope. Yeah. Doing the Skyrim thing, where you just put a bucket on its head. Hmm. I might cheat a little bit. Oh, interesting. There's a... Wait, what? Oh, weird. Okay, so it's actually... Okay, that's weird. So I guess there's like a randomly generated, or randomly determined whether or not I can do this. And I guess I ended up with the outcome where I don't have to do that. Because yes, there's a way to open the pedestal, but I don't... It depends on this room, I think? From what I'm seeing in the walkthrough. As Maddog looks down the dark passageway, he sees torchlight shining in the dark. Okay. Okay, well then, in that case, I think I've just wasted a bunch of time. So I'm just going to restore back to where I was before, where the Cyclops was. Because I didn't need it to do that. Yeah, so I guess the snake room is just a no-go in this current playthrough. Interesting. Okay, well, and anyway, let's get killed by the Cyclops. It is a really good death. I am a big fan of getting eaten by that snake. Oh, actually, you know what I should do? Hold on, wait. I do want to take that snake head, though, because I get points for doing that. Yeah. I am going to just take the snake head with me. Get head. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Now we're just take the snake head and leave. And now nobody can use it. Okay, bye snakehead. Enjoy not having a head. Or bye snake, enjoy not having a head. Pull lever. Wrong lever! Wait, right lever. There is only one lever. Okay, right. Can I, Is that randomly generated as well? No. Okay, good. What I'm also going to do is save before I get this drool. Because I feel like maybe I will regret having this bucket later. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Oh, right. And then I gotta go through the maze again. That's fine. The maze isn't that bad. We'll follow the right wall this time. It would be much more upsetting if the maze had, like, a monster running through it. If this was friggin' all demons must go to hell and random nuisance Gary or roaming nuisance Gary showed up, then I'd be upset about this. Oops, not there. Oh god, yeah, or if it was procedurally generated. Because then there's no guarantee that that there would be a way out, unless the generation was smart enough to actually do that. Uh, okay. Yeah, usually there's ways to like procedurally generate something in such a way that there's always a way to the exit, even if it is a very silly way. Okay. Now we save again. As Maddog advances toward the Cyclops, he wonders if he made a big mistake. He freezes in his steps as he sees the large Cyclops coming his way. Bonk! The game has come to an abrupt end as Maddog is pounded into oblivion. Okay, then. Ooh, now might be a good time for the monster repellent. Really? Okay. Legend has it that if he even sees someone near the caves, it means certain death for them. I don't think it's such a good idea to attract his attention. Ah, here we go. Maddog takes his flask from his possessions and gulps down some water. A heavy feeling suddenly fills Maddog as his stomach begins to tighten. What? I don't know what that was. Okay, I was a rock. Okay, but I was only a rock for a short time. Do I have... Can I drink the water as much as I want? And then also... Boop! The Cyclops looks at the small rock and vents his anger with one swift kick. As he quickly approaches the ground, Maddog wonders what kind of noise he's going to make when he hits. Thwomp! Well, I guess that answers that question. Great. Now, how do I get back to normal? I don't think a rock has that ability. Fight! Oh, okay. Just then, Maddog feels a swelling inside of him. Ugh. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Rock out! A trail leads down into the village of Lakeville. To the east is a steep drop-off, and to the north is a small lake. Alexander wishes he could pull off a pink tank top, right? Instead, he gets that questionable tunic. Whee! Maddog carelessly steps off the edge of the cliff and plummets to his death. What color was Alexander's clothing in King's Quest 3? Well, was he wearing a pink... It wasn't a tank top, but was he wearing like a pink tunic or a red tunic? I don't remember. Anyway, the cliffs are very rough and rugged. Oops. Wow, I can type. In the village below is a small tavern and a few houses. Large pine and maple trees fill the valley around the village of Lakeville. It was pink, okay. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a sleeveless tunic. You're right. He couldn't... I don't think he has the guns to pull off the pink tank top. Oh, speaking of shirts, I forgot. Behold, the December shirt. My name is on the back. It's a whole bunch of names, so I don't think I can really show it to you, but take my word for it, it's on there. A small tavern and a few scattered houses make up the village of Lakeville. This looks like a comforting sight. If it had the gunsman at it, wouldn't have tried to kill him, yeah. Or he would have tried to kill him like a long time ago, before he developed the guns. That should do a lot of good. Isn't the tavern a public building? Why don't we just open the door and go in? You never know. The tavern door opens with a soft creak. The small mountain tavern is empty of people except for the bartender and an old and worn man who is sitting at a table. Maddog notices a banner belonging to the evil Sarok on the wall above the door. Uh-oh. Maddog looks around and replies, I only see the bartender and an old battered man. Oldman. With a weary look on his face, the old man begins to talk. I am Faldor, a once great and powerful wizard. The drunken man moves closer to Maddog, nearly knocking him over with his breath, and starts to speak again. I could have brought peace and prosperity to this desolate land, but as I was traveling through the Forbidden Mountains, all hope was lost. There I was surprised by a large troll who stole the object of my powers. Without it, I am but an old man with a few hat tricks. The drunken man suddenly sits up and demands that Maddog be gone and leave him to his broken and drunken legacy. Well, geez, sorry. Maddog feels warm and secure for a few moments as he looks into the fire, watching the dancing flames. Maddog looks up at the animal heads mounted as trophies on the wall and wonders how anyone could kill such beautiful animals. Maddog is filled with loathing as he looks at the banner of Sarok hanging over the door of the Friendly Mountain Tavern. Several small tables sit against the walls of the tavern. The painting depicts the peaceful landscape of Duridian before Sarok ravaged and polluted it. It is a very calm fire. What if I make it less calm? Aw, darn. I have a feeling... Oh, it is... Okay, the bucket is filled with liquid. Interesting. Okay. For some reason, I assumed the game would just forget that I had the liquid in the bucket when I left the cave. But no, it remembered, so good. The old wood box looks like any other wood box. It looks like it holds enough wood to keep the fire burning and the tavern warm. Get wood, ha 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 ha. The tavern counter stretches nearly the entire length of the room. An old man is asleep behind the counter. The old man behind the bar seems to be asleep. There's nothing unusual about the chairs. Maddog is unable to wake up the old man from his deep and restful sleep. Well, boo. Well, how about... The old man, surprised at what he sees, takes his staff in trembling hands, and a look of peace comes over his face. Smiling, the man begins to speak. You have returned the staff of Krith to its rightful owner. I thank you for your wisdom. The old man stands with his staff at his side and murmurs a few arcane words. Poof! Oh, hell yeah. Clothes beam! Easily my most metro spell. The wizard turns and looks at Serac's banner, and a look of anger comes over his face. He raises his staff towards the banner and whispers an incantation. The room is filled with magical energy. Fuck you! I cast fuck you! A sense of power emanates from the great wizard as he begins to speak. Though you have returned my powers to me, I cannot go on to the castle of Duridian. Serac's powers have grown too strong, and I would wither before him. The task has been given to another of noble heart and strong spirit. But in return for your great deed of unselfishness, I will give you this brass lamp. You will know when to use its magical powers. The wizard, holding his staff, looks at Maddog and bids him farewell. Ooh, a genie lamp. I gave him his staff. The staff that we found in the troll cave, that was his. The simple brass lamp is sitting on the table. Man, this bartender is asleep. Nothing wakes this dude up. Maddog reaches out and picks up the lamp. The old and worn pitcher is sitting on the table where the wizard was sitting. Many cups and mugs are strewn about the tavern. I don't think the bartender would like that. Well, bye. I said, well, bye. The old wagon looks like it's been sitting here for a long time, and the weather seems to be getting the best of it. Oops. Cool air rushes up from the steep canyons below. A small house sits on the edge of the cliff, and a large path winds its way down the rocky edge. Let's explore a little further over here first. This game is wonderful. Why is it relegated to semi-obscurity then? Wait, no, that's perfect. It deserves to be uncovered and appreciated like this. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I kind of wish it was just slightly less obscure, just so that it's easier to find out information about it. But I like the hidden gem nature of it and how it's like I'm kind of getting like Dragonsphere vibes. Because I'd never heard of Dragonsphere before I mean, well, it was like free on GOG, right? And I'd like never heard of it before that. And then I was like, oh, I mean, I guess I'll play it at some point. And then I played it, and I immediately fell in love with it. And like Dragonsphere like lives rent free in my brain now since I played that game, and I feel like this game is gonna have a similar position. Several small houses enclose a small corner of the village. A large wooden fence lines the border of the village to the west and to the north. A man opens the door and, looking very stern, begins to speak. If you're looking for handouts, you're too late. Sarak's tax collectors have already taken all but my house and the clothes on my back. And if you're not looking for handouts, then you're probably here to stir up trouble. Good day, sir. Okay. The man pokes his head out again and bellows, "Go and bother somebody else," and slams the door. I thought I told you to go bother someone else. I don't care what you do, I'm not going to answer the door. Okay. An old man answers the door and abruptly says, "Who are you to be bothering old Derek? Oh, I need to talk to you, actually." The man looks at Maddog and asks him, "If you be the one that was chosen, show a sign of the good King Thalo, or be off with you." The old man breathes a deep and ragged sigh and begins to speak. "My name is Derek, once respected knight of the castle of Duridian. I led the armies of King Sarak to battle against the barbarians of the Westerlands, until he became the evil and corrupt man he is today. I revolted and was stripped of my knighthood and all of the riches and power that came with the position." The old and withered man stops talking and begins to cough, rattling his fragile lungs. Clearing his throat, he begins to speak again. "The lands between Lakevale and Duridian are desolate and barren, ravaged by the evil armies of Sarak. It is almost impassable by land. There are many secrets of the castle, but none have escaped its walls, that is, except for one. Sarak and I were close friends until his soul was devoured by the evil god Malthazar." Derek looks around as if to see if anyone is listening. "One day I had escorted King Sarak to his bedroom." And the fanfic starts there. "After leaving him, I stopped outside the door for a moment. I heard him say 2 strange words, and then a deep and evil voice rumbled from behind the door." I ship it. Yeah. Realizing the king was not alone, I became fearful that he was in danger. I quickly entered the room, but he was gone. The smell of death and decay hung in the air. The words that I heard were, "Malfaic powers. I don't know if it will help you, but I will do anything that I can to help you defeat the evil that has consumed my friend." Malfaic powers. Related to Austin Powers? Derek begins to cough again and says he must rest. As the door closes, Maddog hears the old man say, "Good luck." Okay, well, that's something. Oop, didn't want to do that. An old woman opens the door and begins to speak. "Go away! We don't need people wandering around stirring up that evil and wretched King Sarak." The old woman doesn't answer the door. Ooh. The mountain lake flows over the edge of the cliffs, crashing onto the rocks below. Maddog enters the water and becomes caught in a strong current which quickly pulls them under. Ah, look at my little teeny sprite. Ah! Okay. Maddog knocks on the door but gets no response. Ooh. Well, here's a stair quest room right here. This is the one near the beginning of the game where the boulder can fall out of the sky in the enhanced version, not the enhanced version, whatever it's called. The like the oh god, look at that tiny ass path. Ooh, it's dark in here. I am the stair child. What is that? The path continues down the face of the mountain, cutting through tunnels and caves and twisting towards the valley floor. I didn't even look in the other room. A small creature paces nervously back and forth, apparently waiting for something to happen. Hold on. A worn and winding path leads down the mountainside. Okay. It's so cute. Sonic? A small creature paces nervously back and forth, apparently waiting for something to happen. There's no response from the small hairy creature. Oh. Is this the hairy scary monster repellent time? I'm just waiting for my chance to use that stuff. Maddog stops in surprise as the small creature growls deeply and rushes towards him. Ah! Whee! The little hairy monster throws Maddog to his death on the rocks below. Wham, wham, wham. Hedgehog. Ah, yes. Okay, I think now is the time for the monster repellent. Maddog takes out the bottle of hairy, scary monster repellent and rubs it on his body. Ha! It wasn't monster repellent, it was moster repellent. That means it won't work. It only repels mosters. Damn Faye. He then discards the empty bottle. As the little hairy monster approaches Maddog, it begins to choke and gag on the smell of the potent repellent. The creature quickly turns and runs away. Go for repellent! The small hairy creature stands on the rocky cliffs above Maddog. There's no response from the small hairy creature. Yeah. Kick creature. No. It is very, like, basketball shaped. Or soccer ball shaped. A lake can be seen through the forest trees to the north. Large cliffs surround the path as it leads through the forest. Ooh. Oh god. Maddog freezes in fear as a large creature begins to rise up from the mud. Wow. Trees and bushes line the trail along the edge of the lake. The large lake below Lakeville stretches across to the north. Large twisted trees surround a large mud hole. The sound of falling water can be heard to the north. A large pit of mud blocks the pathway ahead. Maddog thinks to himself, if not for the trees above, this summer heat would have surely dried that up and made it a little easier to cross. Large twisted trees surround a mud hole. Hmm. Well, I don't have the axe anymore. Oh my god. Maddog pours the liquid on the mud pit. Did that do anything? Hmm. The small brass lamp has an inscription on its base. The inscription on the bottom of the lamp reads, when the world seems at an end, rub this lamp and find a friend. Well, let's see what happens. Okay. Maddog buffs the lamp to a shiny glow, but nothing happens. Hmm. I feel like I need like a source of fire. Hmm. Can I make like... Yeah, or a spark. With maybe like the lock or something? Hmm. Or the stone head, maybe. How would I... I'm trying to figure out... I'm trying to think of like what verb the game might understand. Start fire? Large rocks surround the small forested area. Like, hit isn't the right verb because it assumes that I'm trying to hit like something with myself. Yeah. Oh, right. That might hurt. Yeah. Strike. With lock? I can't light that. Strike fire? Taco Adventure, welcome raiders. Thank you for the raid. As I try to, I was just talking about how like the parser of this game is very good, and now I can't figure out how to make it light a fire. Like I feel like strike is on the right track. Strike a light. I can't light that. Taco Adventure, thank you for the follow. I'm surprised you weren't already following me, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Strike lock against a rock. Weird. Oh yeah, randomly unfollowing people. Yeah. That seems like the kind of thing Twitch would do. I don't have any matches or anything. Hmm. I'm sure I have things that can make a spark if I smack them together. But I just don't know how to do it. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. Uh, it's it's very strange, but also very cute and charming. Um, yeah, I'm very much enjoying it. Oh God, I just realized I'm past my 2 hour mark, so I should probably wrap it up. Actually, I hate to do that right after a raid, but maybe I will consult the walkthrough one last time just to see if hmm, just to see if I'm even on the right track. Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, I thought that might have been it, but I didn't think of it at the time. Okay, I think there are matches somewhere that I just missed. This is why I wish there was a UHS entry for this game, but I'm just resort. I'm I'm forced to just peek at a walkthrough and hope I don't spoil myself. Okay, well let's backtrack all the way up to the village. Use my stair child powers to navigate this narrow path. Not even bothering to save, because I'm just that confident and or foolish. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think there are matches in the bar because there are always matches in bars. Oh, is that it? I think that's them right there. A small matchbox sits on the large mantel above the fireplace. Of course there is. Gimme. Maddog reaches up and takes the matchbox. Thank you, goodbye. Of course there's a fucking matchbox. Here I was trying to trying to be all clever clogs and figuring out how to strike a spark from like the various pieces of stone and metal in my inventory, but no. No. Again, overthinking it. It should have let me. Maddog looks in the matchbox and finds a single match. Where's my flame dart spell when I need it? Okay, now we're gonna save. I thought so too. Yeah, that was the first place I looked. Was that I wanted to see if they were on the bar counter, but I didn't see anything there. So I'm like, huh. And then I started looking around the rest of the room. That is where I would assume matches would be, on the bar. I'm glad I can backtrack and this little beastie doesn't jump me again. Okay. So we're going to get across that mud hole, and then I'm probably going to end it there. Let me Save my game first. Maddog takes the match from the box. After striking the match, he throws it onto the mud pit before him. Whee! Foom! The mud pit is dried by the burning flames, turning it to a dry and cracked surface and sealing the creature below until the next rainfall. Hee, nice! Oh, look at that cool texture that it becomes. The once mucky mud hole is now as hard as rock. Oh god. The ground shakes violently as Maddog hears a low growl from beneath the hardened mud hole. Ah! Ooh, what have we here? Cascading water flows out of the lake over the jagged cliff's edge. An eerie light emanates from the top of a dark mountain far to the north. Okay. The large and rocky mountains surround the valley as though protecting it from the outside world. An eerie glow emanates from the top of a dark and gloomy mountain to the north. Maddog feels a shiver go up his back and says, "That's the evil castle of Duridian, and judging by the glowing light, I'd have to say that it's no longer abandoned." Oops. The lake stretches out across the valley to the north. It empties out over a large cliff, plummeting its waters to the ground below. Hey, old school Jay. Hey, Maddog emote. Well, now the question becomes, how do I get there? Because this isn't the right way. Oh man, yeah. Go full airbrush. Ooh. Ooh. I bet this is where I use the lamp. Because it says end of the world. I'm not sure just what good it will do, but here I go. After Maddog rubs the brass lamp, it begins to play a mystical tune that whispers across the valley. A few moments later, Maddog looks up in surprise and sees a very large dragon coming closer and closer. He quickly steps out of the way to give the dragon plenty of room to land. Do I get to ride a dragon? Oh, look at that sweet dragon! Undignified noises. This game is treating me well. I'm enjoying it. Like, I've had some great deaths, for one thing, and also some why would I think of that moments, because, you know, it's both overthinking and underthinking various situations. But, you know, par for the course for an adventure game. Maddog looks at the large winged dragon and gasps. And the dragon comes in the night! The dragon then looks at Maddog and says, "Well, what did you expect, a genie?" Maddog and the dragon talk with each other for a short time and quickly become good friends. Yay! Then suddenly Maddog remembers the princess and the task which she gave him. Oh yeah, by the way, you know, fuck that. I have a dragon friend now, that's all I care about. To find and rescue her father, King Thalor. He asks the dragon if he possibly knew of a faster way to get to the castle of Duridian. The dragon replies, "Why don't you hop on my back and I'll do my best to get you there." Maddog gladly accepts his offer and walks over to climb upon his back. After Maddog climbs up and gets himself situated, the dragon warns him of the dangers that await them as they travel the skies toward the evil castle. The dragon explains, "When I heard the music of the lamp calling me, I came quickly, thinking that you were Faldor, my former master, in need of my services. On my way here, I came across several of King Sarak's guards, mounted upon fierce dragons, as though preparing for battle. They're circling above us in the skies, even as we speak. Hold on tight. I fear that we may have a battle ahead of us," the dragon remarks as he begins to take to the air. Oh shit. Hell yes, indeed. Oh my god, now there's dragon fighting. Ah! Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, yeah. I feel like this is gonna suck, but... Maddog becomes nothing but ashes and smoke as his dragon bursts into a raging inferno. Okay, that is a good place to end. Okay, we're gonna start this thing next time. Um, I am not sure if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment in the evening, so I am not sure when I'll be back. I'm not sure whether I'll be back in time to stream. If I am, then I will stream tomorrow. If not, then I will pick up again next Tuesday at the normal time. So, for now, though, let's find someone to raid and see who else is participating in December at the moment. This was a great session. We made some really good progress. We had some really hilarious moments. Excellent deaths. Let's see. Who is being December-y tonight? Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Someone's playing Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos, which is one of my favorite games. We're totally rating that person. Yeah. Thank you for coming, everyone. I am also looking forward to more of it. Snake gulp and drool foof. Agreed. I'm also a fan of the mud man just going boop. All right, we're gonna raid Dawson the Box, who is streaming Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos, and it is their first playthrough. So, oh, and they're in the White Tower, the part of that game that I always dread. All right. So thanks again, everyone. I will see you either tomorrow or next week. Bye.